Welcome, Fibre Friends, to the Fibre Friends podcast. I'm Louise from Wildflower Wool.
And I'm Cheryl from My Needle Crafts.
And we are here every week just sharing our knitting progress with you and chit-chatting about all things knitting. I've got something exciting to talk about today, Cheryl.
Oh, good.
I can't wait for this. So tomorrow, May 1st, is the opening of the fundraiser for Be a Freaking Unicorn.
Yes, it is.
Waiting for this. I have been waiting for this. So I have it pulled up on my phone. Let me see if I can grab it. So for those of people who have not heard about this, this is so it's a fundraiser. I think it's mostly dyed yarn, but I think there are some project bags, some stitch markers, maybe some patterns. I'm not so sure about that. And there's the website.
I just heard about it Wednesday night when you were talking about it. I clearly have been living under a bit of a rock the last week or two.
Well, I heard about it through Dawn of the Codependent Knitters and Vicky from Songbird Fibers. She's part of the group of Ontario indie dyers who started this whole project. So she's been doing a lot of posting. So I started following Be a Freaking Unicorn on Instagram. And then they have their website. So www.beafreakingunicorn.com. So I'll just read this instead of me trying to remember. So it's created by indie dyers for indie dyers. Be a Freaking Unicorn is a project started by a group of Ontario-based indie dyers centered around the concept that everybody has a unique creative perspective to bring to the table. Designed to support our local LGBTQ+ communities, a minimum of $5 per skein or 20% of other projects will be donated to an organization of the maker's choice that serves their local LGBTQ+ community. So it starts. So they were submissions, everybody who wanted to take part, their submissions had to be in by the middle of April. And now on May the 1st, a gallery will be launched on this site to showcase the yarn, fiber, and project bags with links to each participating maker's website. And it's only open from May 1st to May 24th. And it says we invite you to shop directly from participating makers. And then during the month of June, we encourage you to make something with your new stash. And then there's some hashtags. Be a Freaking Unicorn, BAFU, so that people can follow along.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah. And so I have been following, I don't know, I guess since the last few weeks, some of these dyers. And it's been really exciting because I found a whole bunch of new indie dyers that I had never heard of before.
Oh, that's always good.
I think I've narrowed it down to 3 skeins that I really, really want.
I was going to say, I think there's some yarn going to be purchased soon.
I think so. I think we're going to see, next week. Well, I guess I won't have it. Well, I probably won't have it by next week. I don't know. But anyway, so look, if this is their Instagram feed.
Wow.
So I know it's hard to see it on the screen.
Pretty colorful stuff.
I know. Look at it, isn't it? Look how fantastic. So I know I'm pretty excited. And some of the there's such pretty. This one here. Oh, this is one. This is a local dyer, a new local dyer to us. Socks and Shawls. And I love that skein. I think it's because it's
pretty.
A little bit of yellow, a little bit of green. I like this. So I'm definitely ordering this one.
Yeah, I saw I saw Debbie's last night. Her post on Instagram, and her colorway she came up with is really pretty too.
It's really nice. It's a purple. Oh, is it this one? Let me see. It is. Can you tell I've been stalking these? I can tell the colorways into which dyers. So that's the Loving Path.
Yeah.
Isn't that pretty?
And Vicky from Songbird, does she have one or?
She does. Let me see if I can find hers. So I know Debbie, I read one of her Instagram posts and she said that I'm pretty sure she said she's donating or she's going to match up to $250 of purchases from her shop for this
Mm-hmm,
fundraiser, which is really exciting. Such a
mm-hmm.
great cause to support. Okay, there's one. So this is Songbird Fibers. Can you see that one? Looks like pinks and purples. It looks really pretty.
Oh, that's really nice. And who is this?
This is Vicky from Songbird
Oh, it's
Fibers.
Vicky's.
Yeah. And I don't know, I don't know how many dyers are taking part, but I know Timber Yarns is, Debbie from The Loving Path, Vicky from Songbird Fibers, and there's hip knit ties. I just love that. So hypnotized, but it's hip knit ties. I like that. And I like her
The
logo.
play on words.
Yeah. And where's hers was one of the first ones that I saw that I immediately fell in love with. So it might be, I don't know how many can I buy? How many should I buy? I don't know.
Could and should are two different things.
No. But I feel like I need to, there's so many good reasons to buy yarn. Oh, here it is. It's a great cause to support. It's a great thing
Absolutely.
to support the indie dyers themselves. And it's my birthday month. So really,
Oh, that's pretty too.
not nice. That's that hypnotized. And
Nice.
I'm not sure where she's from. I don't know if there's, okay, let me see. Do some Instagram stalking. Does it say where she's from? No. Doesn't say on her Instagram where she's from, but it's very pretty. Oh, she's got lots of pretty yarn. So I think this is a good thing in lots of ways, right? See some new dyers, support a great cause, get some new yarn, have some new cast-ons in your future. So I think everything goes live at 9:00 Saturday morning.
Yeah, tomorrow.
So we're
Yay.
recording. We always record Fridays, and I get the podcast up Saturday morning. So hopefully it's not like a rush, where you have to be on right at 9:00 to get your skein that you desperately want, because there's so many pretty ones. And so what did it's going till it was the 24th.
24th, you said.
Yeah.
So I would imagine that hopefully they've prepared for that and people can still get their yarn for a few days.
Hopefully, yeah. Hopefully it's not going to be something where everything is sold out in the first hour, but there's so many pretty, really, if that skein from Hypnotized or that pretty one from Sock and Shawls, if I can't get that one, well, there's so many others that are pretty. So
yeah, for sure.
I think everybody will get lots. So if you're watching this, maybe you'll want to pause us right now and run over to
go look.
Yeah, and go look and see what your favorite skein is and support the cause. That'll be fun. And then, and then seeing people knit with it. And we'll have to follow the hashtag and see what people, what they come up with. But yeah, dyers, such talented people. The colors they come up with, the shades, beautiful. So I'm excited. Can you tell I'm excited to go yarn shop?
Yes. I'm going to be looking tomorrow for sure.
I know, right? Even though here I've just said, take your time, hopefully you can shop all weekend or next week or whatever. But I know 9:00 tomorrow morning, I'm going to be there ready to get, because I've been waiting for this for so long. Well, it seems like forever.
Yeah. I know I'm on a little bit of a yarn diet, so I'll have to weigh and pick carefully because I definitely want to support.
Yeah. Well, you have to see. You have to go on and
Yeah,
look and maybe find your favorite of
looks
the
like
one.
fun. Yeah, I'll have to do some browsing this evening and
Yeah, that's kind of a good way for the yeah, for people who already know about it to spend your Friday night, kind of taking a look at everything. And oh, this is kind of a foreign concept to me, but yeah, look at the yarn and then maybe think about what you might make with it. Well, we had a little technical difficulty, so we're back. So we'll just carry on now.
it happens.
It happens. So we were talking about the Be a Freaking Unicorn, all the fantastic yarn, go shop, buy some yarn, and you know,
Support a good cause.
pretty good cause. Post it all over Instagram, use the hashtag so everybody can see, you know, what you get when you get your yarn. Okay, so
Yeah.
let's hear it. What have you been knitting this week, Cheryl?
Oh boy, oh boy. The frog has visited my house this week. So I'll show my socks again.
Okay. Oh, that's a cute bag.
I love it.
Like,
Excuse me. So I don't know if you remember from last week, I was working on these socks. This is the Croy coastal stripes, and they were mismatchy,
yeah, they were just off by a smidgen, right?
and now they match because it's such a long pattern repeat. I thought they looked really dumb, sort of
Because they were so close, but not
like,
quite.
yeah, like all I had left when I ripped it back, I lost this much of the toe.
Oh,
So I took one sock off and I totally ripped it out right to where I wanted to start to meet the other one.
yeah.
And I started it all over again and put it on the needles. So I reknit one whole sock and then I've done a couple of rounds. But they match and now they're going to look awesome
They do look really good. They do look
because
good.
I thought it would just look silly on your foot with one, blue halfway up your ankle, and I don't know.
When you're that,
Usually I wouldn't worry about it too much, but with such a big repeat. So that's my socks and I think they look awesome.
they do. And every time you show them, I keep thinking, why don't I have that colorway in my stash? And I like them. It does. It just takes it looks like the beach. All those shades of blue.
It looks like waves coming up.
It does.
So yeah.
I
So
like
I'm knitting these. I do a toe up 64 stitch um on a 2.25 millimeter needle, magic loop, Yipper.
and your same heel, afterthought heel.
I do a cut in afterthought heel, yes.
Could I ever persuade you to try something different?
I don't know. So I like knitting socks because they're my mindless knitting. I know what to do, I know everything, and I have to look it up or read it. I just know.
Just do it.
Yeah.
Well, I was going to ask you that because you said something last week about socks being your favorite thing to knit. And I was wondering, okay, why were socks? And is that why? Just because it's like
Yeah,
relaxing?
because I think it's just my relaxing kind of thing.
Just pick it up and just do it.
Yeah. I take them anywhere, just pick them up and knit anytime.
I agree with that. You know they're
Yeah.
going to fit. Because you've got, like you said, like you do your toe, your foot, then you do your leg, the same as your foot. Like you've got it all down
Yeah.
very scientifically, so you know exactly what fits you.
Yeah. I put a little progress keeper on the sock at the row where I want. And then I just keep knitting until when I fold it in half, it comes to here, the beginning of my
Yeah,
toe, and then I do my ribbing, and then my leg matches the length of my foot.
I like that.
So what heel would you suggest for a toe up sock that's not a cut in or afterthought?
Well, of course, as always, the good old heel flap and gusset.
Now, can you do that backwards on a
Yes,
toe up sock?
you sure can.
I've never tried.
Yes, you can. All right, I'm trying to do ribbing and I just
You can't think knit one, purl one in your head while you're talking.
apparently not. Guys, I don't, what am I doing? Oh my word. I was, yeah. So anyways, okay, so there's heel flap and gusset. I mean, wow, we should almost start a whole list because I want to do a different heel for different socks. I did all my poor March socks are still sitting on the needles because I did those toe up and I've got the toe and part of the foot and I've stopped because I don't know what kind of heel I'm going to put in there.
Now,
And
is that are those the pink speckly ones that are for your daughter
yes,
with the lace pattern?
yes, yeah. So maybe I know at some point I've got to sit and figure out what heel I'm going to do. Those are March socks. Oh crap, today's the last day of April. Well, I can do it. I can do it because these are
Because
my
you're almost done.
I am almost done. And I woke up this morning and I thought, oh, I can cast off. And then I thought, no, I can't. I haven't done the ribbing yet. Getting ahead of
But
myself.
you're almost done.
I am almost done, just a few more rounds. So I just did a short row heel on this sock with the just regular wraps and turns.
That's what I used to do when I first started.
I haven't done this heel in a while because I just always do a heel flap and gusset. So I thought, well, I pulled out this out of my memory banks and did a short row heel. And who was talking? Maybe it was our Friday night somewhere. I was chatting with somebody and they were talking about am I going to say this right? Orange is the New Black heel.
Orange is the New Black is a TV show.
Well, I know, but isn't there or black is, I don't know. Somebody's going to tell me because I said it wrong the other night when I was talking about orange is the new black, black is the new orange. I don't know. One of them.
I'm sure somebody's yelling at you to tell you what it is.
Yeah, I know. I can just see people sitting on the edge of their seat going, Louise, no, it's this. But so somebody out there is going to know what I'm talking about. So I need to look that up. So I don't know if there's a sock pattern that goes with that or what kind of heel that is. And now I want to say another one, but now I'm afraid to say it because in case I say it wrong. Okay, I'm just gonna say it and somebody can correct me. But it was something like the fledgling heel. Have you heard of that one? There was a comment on, I think it was a YouTube comment saying that that was the heel that they did. Oh, they wanted to modify it. So I don't know if what kind of heel that is. So look at all these things that we could investigate.
We'll have to look up some different sock heels.
Yeah, I mean, there's ones that you can do a gusset heel without a flap. Who was it? Somebody did where, oh, I think it was Tracy. Saw she did a post where she did the heel flap was actually on the bottom of the foot to give that some extra durability and not up the back of the heel. So we got lots of options that we can do. I just have to sit and then of course there's the fish lips kiss heel. I could do an afterthought heel because I haven't done an afterthought heel in quite a while. I think the last time I did an afterthought heel was when I did a pair of worsted weight socks that I knit flat. And they might have even been knit sideways too, I think. Sideways and knit flat, and you worked around and then you put an afterthought heel in there. That was it was fun, that was not a way, I'm gonna knit every pair of socks forever and ever, but it was just fun to do something different. I know maybe we can get some people. Everybody could leave some comments of what their favorite heels are, and maybe we can convince Cheryl to try maybe one of them. I'm up for try something new. I'm up for trying all of them because what do I have now? I've got May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. I've got 8 more pairs of socks. Well, plus March, I haven't got a heel in there. So I've got 9 different heels. I can still do for this year. And I'm up for trying. Oh, there's one sweet tomato heel. Has anybody tried that?
I've heard of it. I have not tried it.
I tried it once. I think it was a catboardy heel because I mean, oh my gosh, she's got so many. I've got a book. Maybe I'll try to remember to show that in the next couple of weeks because her socks are all knit. Like she's got the gusset in different places, like on top of the sock, and it's that she's got really innovative ways to make your sock, which is really fun. I don't know, maybe we could shake up your sock knitting a little bit, Cheryl.
Maybe. Sorry, my lighting's so bad. It's really, really windy out today.
It's
And occasionally the sun, I think, tries to peek out, but it's so dark. And I keep looking and half my face looks black. What's going on?
it doesn't you look fine. You look good, don't worry. Oh, so anyway, yeah, so sock heels. So if anybody's got great suggestions of what your favorite sock or or even just a really interesting construction of a sock heel that you've done, leave us a little comment down below and we can make a master list of sock heels. That would be fun. I would definitely do that. I would work my way through different sock heels for the rest of the year.
Yeah, maybe we can make a list and put it up in the Ravelry group and then
Yeah.
people can try some different ones.
That'd be a great idea. And yeah, maybe some other people would like to try something different with this. I know some people did different heels when we did our sock knitting challenge back in Easter. Could always, yeah, people have to remind us what all they did. And then I
Got
can
to put
pick
up a
one.
thread.
Yeah, we'll start a thread in Ravelry and people you can leave comments here or on Ravelry or both places and we'll or whatever's left here, I can transfer over to the Ravelry group, but that would be fun. I would like to, even just curious to know how many different heels there are, because I'm sure there's, I think there would be 12.
It wouldn't surprise me at least.
Well, there has to be at least because there's, oh, my friend Kathy, when we were doing our guild meeting this week, she held up a sock and she had done, it was a type of a short row heel. And I can't remember. I'll have to ask her what it was because it looked really nice. It was rounded. Let's see. Well, there it again. There's going to be so many heels and probably the same heel have different names because I think there is a round heel. And I was going to say that's exactly what hers looked like. It had a really nice rounded look to it. And she said there was no gaps at all between, like where when you pick up your wraps, sometimes, even though you're picking up wraps, still sometimes there's a little bit of a space or whatever there. So there was none of that. There was no gap when she started knitting around for her, whichever way she went, her foot or her leg. It looked really nice. I'll have to ask her again because I know I've totally forgotten what the name of it was. But I bet you there'll be way over 12 now that I'm thinking about it. But we'll see. We'll see what everybody can come up with. So I'm excited. I can have my April socks done in April. And that's only because I decided to do shorties. I would have been way behind if I was doing a full sock.
And because you set marches aside to do them. That doesn't matter.
No, it doesn't matter because yeah, let's not think about that because then it makes me sound like I'm behind. Yeah, well, March and yeah, once I figure out the heel, then I'll be able to pick it up and carry on. Okay, so yeah, so you actually got a lot of sock knitting done since you pulled out a sock and then started to reknit it. Oh well.
Yeah, I got lots done. It just doesn't look like a lot.
No, it looks like you're just back to where you were. But you know what? It does look nice that the stripes match. And I'm really, I mean, mine don't match on my sock because I would have had to pull out.
Oh yeah. And I didn't match up mine like that. Yours are pretty close though.
actually, well, they might be, but you know why they maybe are? These socks, everything I knit, I always feel is like a prototype. It's always in the testing phase. Because remember I was trying to get this a whole pair, two shorties out of a 50-gram pair, a 50-gram ball of Croy. So sock number one, I did the minimum amount of everything. I
Right.
made the foot as short as I possibly thought I could. And then I did the heel, and then I only did a couple of rounds of stockinette, and then I just did just, I don't know, however many rows, 6 rows of ribbing or something to try to get in on that 25 grams. And I think I could stand to have had my foot a little bit longer. It fits okay, but I think it pulls down. Oh, I think, but it pulls down the ribbing a little bit, I think,
Yeah.
because I think it's a little short. So to compensate for the extra foot length it needs, it's kind of pulling this down a bit. So I did this one half an inch longer. So we'll
So
see.
does that mean you'll have to go back and fix the other one so that one doesn't fall off your foot?
No, because I think it'll be fine. I mean I could because it's only the cuff and the heel. I could totally do that. If I need to, I could. But I think it'll be okay. Because when I tried it on and it seems fine. So I guess unless once I start walking in it, if there's a big problem with it. But this way I'll know and I'll
Mhm.
make some notes to know exactly how long to make my foot length. It's been so long since I've done a short row heel that I really couldn't remember how long I needed to knit my foot. So now I will because this is like my testing pair and then I'll be set.
Now
And
you know.
yeah, then this, you know what? And then this will actually give me a good idea for my March socks. When I go back to those, then I can remeasure and then I can adjust on those. What did you do?
I pulled the wrong needle.
Oh no.
Oh, well, I had a drop stitch. I got it all back. And now I pulled the wrong cord.
Oh no.
It's okay. It's a save.
Good. So for you guys who haven't seen this yarn, this is Patton's Croy 70 stripe, which is beautiful.
I
And
know.
remember
Love it.
Last Friday, I was still working on my first ball, but I knew I needed the second ball. So after we were done recording, I called Lens Mills and I placed an online order, but because they don't have their stock online. So you had to go to Facebook Messenger and
Oh,
yeah, so I called them and like said, how do you do this? And she said, go to Facebook Messenger. This is what you type in. So I also actually went to their Facebook page and they've a pinned post at the top for all of their stores, I guess in Ontario or around here anyways. And so it tells you what for each store what to use for Facebook Messenger, what their I don't know, name is whatever on for Messenger. So I just went in there and just said, hi, hey, hi. I would like this and I would like this. And within,
nice.
yeah, so I picked it up later that afternoon. I just within a few minutes, I got a message back saying it was such love to say, I would be so happy to put that order together for you. And I thought, oh,
Wow.
that's so
So
nice.
then how did you pay?
So they said that yes, they would get the order together, and then I got like within half an hour. I mean, it was only 2 balls of yarn, so it wasn't a big thing they had to go pull.
Yeah.
But then again, within half an hour, I got another or a Facebook Messenger back saying your order's ready. Call the store with they had the phone number, and so I called and I paid with a credit card, and then
Oh,
I
nice.
up a time to go pick it up, and then I just drove down, and they had hooks. They have like a railing by their doorway, anyways, and they just had hooks on there, and yeah, and they came out every like just a couple minutes before your order was ready, and they would hang it on the hook for you, and just one grabbed it and away you went. Worked. It almost worked too easy now that I know how to do it. And I thought, so I ordered, so I got this ball and, oh yeah, so this is what it looks like. So they just had your receipt, your name, and your time. And I got one more ball of zebra stripes because when I had originally bought it, I only bought one ball thinking I would get a shorty pair out of it. Now that I know that that is incorrect, I got one more ball of it. So now I don't know if I'll do this, make these shorties or make a full pair. Anyways, so yeah, so what do you think?
I think you should do a whole sock.
Think so?
Well, you
I get
got it.
I have it, so I guess I should. You're right.
Are you
Maybe
gonna do cuff down then?
I don't know. I'm actually really enjoying doing toe up.
Oh, are you?
Yeah. I,
You might be converted.
maybe I don't know. I know. See, it's all I always did cuff down exactly for the reason like what you said. It was the way I had done most of my socks, so I could do it without thinking. And
Mhm.
until now, this is my second, third, how many, maybe it's just my second pair of toe up. But now that I know exactly, I've got my Turkish cast on that I love doing. I know how many stitches I want to cast on. So now it feels just as easy and quick and no thinking to do a toe up sock now that I've done a couple now. So I don't know which way I would say. Before I was always hands down, I was like cup down. That was my go-to. I don't know. Maybe I might say toe up now.
So the problem I have is if I change, like I have no idea how far to go before I start increasing for the gusset or any of that stuff to make the foot the right length for me.
If you
I'm
were,
not very good at trial and error either because, I really don't like ripping stuff.
are you sure this week hasn't changed your change, or has it this week solidified that feeling?
Yeah. Well, I'm completely all for if you don't like it or it doesn't work, you rip it out, right?
Well, yeah.
Just reknit it. I don't feel sad about, I did all that work and
Well,
have to do it again, but
yeah. Because it's somebody, and I don't remember who said this, but I thought they were so smart. Said that, you're gonna knit every night anyways. So what does it matter if it is a brand new project or if it's something that you've ripped out and you're reknitting it? You're still knitting.
that's right.
And when you think about it that way, because I know it is disheartening if you have to pull out a big chunk of whatever
Yeah.
you've been working on, right? It is kind of a bummer to have to do that. But hey,
Well, it only took me one evening to reknit that whole part of a sock I had done.
yeah, I mean, it really doesn't take that long, right?
Well, especially when you're just working on one sock, it seemed to go really fast because I usually have two on the go and the
Yeah.
growth is kind of slow and steady, but
So that would have totally have been, yeah, it felt really super fast for you.
mhm,
I just
it
had
did seem to
something,
be fast.
I just had this thought pop in my head, Cheryl. You might not want me to ask you this, but I'm gonna ask you anyways. How is your sweater coming?
I have not touched it. I thought about it this week, but then all my ripping out and stuff and reknitting, I didn't quite get there.
No.
And I did spend some time stitching this week too, because,
Yeah.
I just wanted to.
Well, you should
That's
do
what
what
it's
you want.
all about, doing what you want to do.
Exactly. Okay, so do you want to carry on with your, because I know there's another story coming.
Well, I totally should have took pictures.
I know, now we totally should have, because it would have given everybody a good
Just so you could, yeah, really grasp how funny it was.
oh,
So,
darn.
Louise, totally, you can give me crap because, and it's not about because I didn't do a gauge swatch, because really I have a gauge swatch. I did my gloves, although they were on a bit smaller needle, but
So yeah, it was more of just a like a learning
yeah,
curve, right?
because I've never just knit a hat out of my head before, and now I'll do a little bit better calculation next time and maybe take other people's word for, when you said 144 stitches. And I know I like my hats to fit a little looser. I don't like them real snug. So when you said 144 that you cast on for your color work,
Mhm.
I was thinking, well, a little bit more won't hurt, right? So I think, what did I have? 156 stitches.
Something, yeah.
So I completely finished the hat, and you could have put two of my heads in it. It was so big.
It looked great though.
Well, yeah, other than the fact that it really looked big. So I did it, we did the whole hand thing, and it
Yep.
must have been almost 2 hands tall. And I'm like, that's fine. I want to use up all the yarn.
Yeah, and it had
So
a nice
a
touch
slouchy
to it.
hat's fine. But like it was slouchy, and it was big, and it was, when I put my hand in, I stretched it, I could have put two heads in. So I just got my ball winder and undid it, and I rolled it back up, and here's my hat.
And it was all done and it looks so nice. The lace panel was beautiful on it, but it will be yet again. There it is started.
So this is what it looked like 2 weeks ago when I first showed it.
It's like deja vu.
Yeah,
But that's okay. So
I think
now how many stitches do you have on now?
now I have 126
I
because
think
we did some math, and my head is 23 inches. And you said we should probably do 2 or 3 inches negative.
yeah,
And I think with my calculations, this should be 19 and a half to 20 inches finished.
that sounds good.
So here's to hoping
Yeah.
that this one fits, because if it's too small, then I'll be really,
I
I
think
don't think, I don't think it will be though.
I think you should be good because this headband is 19 inches and my other one was 19. So let's see. I haven't tried it on. So, oh, perfect. And my head is mm, 21 or 22 around. Hey, that actually looks, I'm actually quite happy with that. It's not quite as tall as the other one was.
No, but it looks good.
Yeah, I
I
like it.
like that.
I really like this. And it fits, it just feels nice and snug, like it's not going to yeah, like fall down. So this was 19. So if you're going to be between 19 and 20, I think you'll be right on.
Yeah, I think it should be good. And like, I'm using a 3 1/4, 3.25 millimeter,
Yep.
and it had lots of stretch. Like, it was a nice fabric, but it had lots of stretch.
Yeah, it did have lots of stretch. So
Yeah.
I just measured my head and I'm about 22 inches. 20, yeah, about 22. So, yeah, so I thinking that you will be like right on. I think you'll be happier.
I think it'll be good.
I
Yeah.
think it'll be good too.
Yeah.
And this time, and you found you had a little bit, even though you were using the same ball, but you had some color variation in your two little leftover balls, didn't you? So
Yeah.
are you gonna do some alternating?
When I get a little closer, I think I will, like when I like that the darker portion is closer to my face and whatnot with
Okay,
more color. And then as I get up, I'll start alternating rounds, I think.
just kind of
And the balls actually wound up opposite when I wound them up. So
yep,
now I'm pulling from and knitting from the opposite end. Maybe they'll match up a little better.
yeah, it'll be yep. Okay, look at that. It was a good learning project. And now you'll know, right? Because I mean, because I know I talk all the time about checking your gauge and blah, blah, blah. But sometimes, lots of times, you just have to knit it once and
Yeah,
see, or, or even do it, part way, do a good chunk of it, try it on, measure, and then do some modifications. That
for
just kind
sure.
of goes with the kind of the design process.
Hmm.
I started a shawl a couple of nights ago.
Oh, good.
And well, yeah, it was good, but I knew it would not work out the very first time because I so I'm just kind of winging it, just kind of designing something. I have about 6 stitches on the needle right now. So there.
Oh, there's
I
your
pull
shawl. That looks really good.
so far so good, right? But look, see, I had more knit into it. And I mean, it wasn't very big, but it was about this big. And but you have to play around because look at this yarn.
Oh my goodness, that's just beautiful.
Isn't that gorgeous?
Whose
Oh,
yarn is this?
this is Primrose Yarn Company. And this was a gift from my friend Sandy. And it's been in my stash for a little while. And it just looks like a good spring yarn. So this was my Monday Instagram poll question. Was this yarn or another one that was blues and oranges? And it was that poll was the closest Monday question ever so far because they were both beautiful yarns, but this one squeaked out ahead. So I just wanted to go across my shoulders, right? Just to keep the sun off my shoulders while I'm sitting outside.
Hmm.
So I started out doing something asymmetrical, but I wasn't really totally happy with that. And I did a little bit in garter stitch, but the colors, I don't know, it wasn't showing up as nice. It looked, and then I switched and did a little section of stockinette, and it looks much nicer in stockinette. So this one won't be reversible, but you can just, I put it this way. I mean, I know what I'm looking at. I don't know if you can see it, but there's going to be an I cord edging on both
Oh,
sides. So I've
nice.
just started with the number of stitches I needed for the I cord. And yeah, and so it's that's gonna be like really one of the nice features of the shawl is just having this really nice I cord edging.
I love I-cord edge.
Me too. Me too.
Looks so nice and neat and
Yeah, it doesn't curl. It's just it lies
yeah.
nice. So yeah. So stay tuned. Nothing much to show, but the yarn is really nice. It's just a single ply. It's nice. It's very pretty.
Yeah, I like it.
I was
I think
excited.
when
So
I think when I saw your poll, I think I voted for that one
mhm.
only because so every time you put a poll, I always vote for whatever I think is going to be the underdog.
Oh,
So I thought everybody would go for the other one because it's a little more your colors,
mhm.
with the orange and
Yep.
whatnot. So I thought, oh, I'll pick the other one.
It was close because So I know I really want the one that didn't win, I really want to cast it on eventually too. But yeah. So this one, I'm excited. I came home from work last night and this was my project that was waiting for me. I was all excited all day during the day at work. I kept thinking, okay, as soon as I get home, I'm gonna come up here, I'm gonna settle in, and I'm starting to rewatch Bridgerton on Netflix.
Oh,
And I thought I'm gonna watch Bridgerton and I'm gonna work on this shawl. And I had so much fun just playing around. Garter stitch, stockinette. I did a little knot stitch, which I knew, listening to your gut, I knew it probably wouldn't show up with that much variegation in the yarn.
right.
So I decided that I'm not going to use that stitch with this yarn. But I really do like knitting it, so I'll have to put it in something else, something that's not quite so colorful. So it's just a lot of playing, knitting and playing,
Yeah.
which is all right. I'm happy with that. Not making too much progress, but I'm having fun. So what do you think for your hat? Do you is that going to be your main focus, or do you think socks?
I'm a little torn between everything. So,
Working it out.
put a few rounds in my socks, and then I
So
just put a
okay,
few rounds on my hat. I
let's
just sit down and pick up whatever.
just
I
whatever.
think I'm gonna do not quite, I did a full 2 inches of ribbing last time, and I think I'm just gonna do maybe an inch and a half this time.
Okay.
It was a little bit big, and then, the lace was up further, right? So just so you can
Mhm.
see it
True.
sooner.
Okay, so now though I have a question for you because you wanted to use all that yarn and you used almost all of it on the other hat, but you had so many more
Oh yeah.
stitches. So you're not going to be anywhere, you're not going to use it all, are you?
No, I have tons left over. Maybe I'll make another pair of fingerless mitts as a gift for somebody or something.
You're getting a lot of mileage out of that yarn.
Hmm.
Or I was going to say, or you could just keep it for scrappy socks at some point.
It's got cashmere though.
Oh, well, what if you just put it in the leg? No, don't have it on the foot. Or you just want to, you do whatever you want to do with it.
Yeah. So do you want to see my stitching?
Yeah.
Sorry for reaching.
I yeah. I'll seeing your stitching all the time.
Look at this fabric.
Oh my gosh, I love that.
Isn't that pretty?
That is so fun.
I have a whole bunch of it downstairs, and all I've done is made myself one bag.
I like that. That is like the perfect summer bag. All those pretty bright colors.
It's pretty. They're like poppies, I think.
Yeah, they look like it.
So I had a page finish of my Modern Folk Embroidery Fruit of
Yeah.
Plenty stitch along, which I finished I think I finished it on Sunday. So I had a whole week to
You are fast. Oh my, oh, look at those flowers. And there's a bird.
yeah.
Oh, I love it.
So there's 2 more birds up here. So tomorrow I'll get the next piece in it. I imagine it'll be this section.
Pretty.
So I finished that. I just love it. This is so beautiful.
I love that too.
So I finished that. And because I had a whole week of waiting, and I didn't really want to pull out my Long Dog Sampler Pandemic pattern because it's big too.
Yeah.
I thought, I need a little palette cleanser in the
Oh,
stitching department.
so that means there's a new start.
So Lindy Stitches put out this little freebie for her email subscribers. Every once in a while, she'll put out a little free pattern.
Okay.
So this little Summer, this cow with a hat on,
That's
and
cute.
it says, "The moo the merrier." Moveless spring.
Ah,
So it's cute. I thought I would do it. So I had this little piece of it's just a loops and threads Ada cloth in blue that I got from Michael's.
yep.
14 count Ada. I don't love it because it's really stiff, but it's inexpensive. And
And
so
oh,
here's my little cow started.
look how much you got done.
She's cute.
That is cute.
So yeah, I'll work on that this weekend and then and finish that up. And I might even finish it into a little pillow like how they've done,
Yeah, that's cute.
just for fun.
Yeah. Oh, that's so
So yeah, I was
cute.
working on that. So yeah, that's all of my stuff for this week.
That's it. I've been working on one more project, but I'm not really going to show it to you because everybody's going to see it Thursday night. Jocelyn and I, our whip, is it a whip challenge? I don't even know what we're calling it, but this was my April whip that I was supposed to be working on, and I think I did say something about getting it finished.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
it
pretty.
is a summer top, all in these pretty eyelets. It's so fun to knit. It's just a 4-row pattern.
Oh, I was just gonna ask you if that was crochet
Nope, it's knit. It is knit.
because I was gonna be really impressed.
Good Lord. Crochet, are you kidding? I have to one of these days. We should do, maybe we should do that as a little challenge or something. Or I've got something else to tell you. But anyways, yeah, crochet, because I know I always crochet and cross stitch. I have to do something about that soon. I have a week of vacation coming up in a couple of weeks. Maybe then I can spend a little time trying to fiddle with like a granny square or something. But yeah, so this is a knit summer top. So I'm going to work on this weekend. And then Thursday night, Jocelyn and I are going to do a podcast and just see where we are with if we met our goal or not.
So did you talk about this last night?
No, Jocelyn and I didn't do anything last night. So
Oh, didn't you? Okay.
no, we missed this past week. It's next week. We're gonna go back. Next week we have to do a check-in. I have a feeling, yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how much
Oh,
I've done this weekend. So we had talked a couple Friday nights ago on the Fibre Friends Friday night knitting. We got talking about crocheting. I think it must have been after Jocelyn and I had done the crocheted sock podcast, which was really interesting. And we came up, I had said that I had only ever thought about really crocheting snowflakes.
yes.
And so we had thought maybe we could do a snowflake knit along, or that could be like a weekend, one of our weekend challenges
Mm-hmm.
could be crocheted snowflakes.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think about that?
I think that's a great idea. And for
Oh,
those that, really, really don't want to crochet, there are some knitted patterns, I believe, too.
I think there are. And there's not very many though. Well, unless maybe there's more, but I know the last time I looked, there wasn't very many. And the crocheted ones I think looked a little nicer.
Oh yeah, they're very pretty. I think I have some patterns somewhere. And you can do those. I have patterns to use the crochet cotton, the number 10 crochet cotton for those, but I'm sure there's other ones in different weights too.
Well, I've been like doing a lot of spring cleaning lately, and I came across this pattern book. And I don't know, I'm thinking like these snowflakes, they're like all 3D. This may be above my crochet
They
skill.
might not be a beginner friendly pattern.
I I'm thinking maybe not. Um, maybe I should. I thought about donating, but you know what gets me? Look at her hair.
That's so nice. It like reminds me of Lucille Ball.
Oh, I wonder what year this was. I'm thinking maybe this was, I don't know. This book's been around. Well, it's been around for a while because it came from Lewis Craft. No, Leisure World.
Leisure World.
Leisure World. So, anyways, I don't know. I may just send this to pass this on to somebody else who can maybe use it to its full potential.
I'm pretty sure I have one somewhere around that's somewhat similar.
Probably, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I maybe need to start with a beginner. Yeah, would you say beginner friendly, beginner
Mhm.
something
And I'm
simple?
sure there's some on Ravelry because I've looked, yeah,
Yeah,
that are
but
knit like in lace weight or fingering weight
so I probably should.
or crocheted, sorry.
Okay, I am going to. Yeah, so maybe I'll have to. Yeah, do a little crochet practice before I jump right into a snowflake. But that's something to think about. We'll do
Yeah,
a weekend of snowflake, either knitting or crocheting. I think would be fun. And I think it was Patty had said as an extra. I don't know. Have we talked? Did we talk about this? Oh, hi, Gilly. About using the snowflakes in our Christmas card exchange.
oh, that would be
I
nice.
thought that was a really good idea because
That's a,
the last 2 years we've done, a few of us have done a Christmas card exchange. And last year we did a mini skein exchange. But I think doing a little knit or crocheted snowflake might be fun for those
that's that's a great idea.
who would want to just tuck something into their Christmas card. So I think we're gonna do that as long as, yeah, I think so, right? Would you be up for doing something like that?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I think that would be really fun to do. So we'll put that on the calendar for, we'll think about that after the summertime. We'll revisit
Mhm.
crocheted crocheted and knitted snowflakes. See, this would be good. Yeah, maybe I should just stick to the knitted crochet. The knitted for me, crocheted for you. Maybe I could attempt to crochet. I don't think anybody's gonna want. I could just see people right now going, "Oh my gosh, I hope Louise doesn't have my name for Christmas card exchange and get one of her crocheted."
Oh no, it wouldn't be that bad.
This lopsided crocheted snowflake. Could you imagine what kind of original creations I could come up with?
Look how much progress you made when you and Jocelyn were doing your little crochet bit there.
But I know when Jocelyn and I were talking, just the way she explained it, it was like I kept having all these light bulb moments because it was like I I connected the dots. I'm like, okay, that makes sense. I get that.
Yeah.
And now that I understand the theory a little bit better, and I've been using my crochet hook because I've been doing all of these provisional cast-ons with the crocheted provisional cast on. So I'm
Yeah.
getting kind of the feel of the hook. Yeah, I'm kind
And
of feeling
once you get to being able to read the crochet, like to see,
like read my stitches.
yes,
Yeah.
it makes it so much easier
You
because
know,
then you know where to place your hook for the next one and you know where the end of your row is. And
yeah,
those are the parts that keep you
yeah,
on the straight and narrow.
yeah, and that's my problem because I'm not so good at that. I'm just kind of like, yeah, I'll put my hook in here.
Yeah,
Maybe when the summertime comes and it's nice outside, and if we're able to get together, me could I ask you for a crochet lesson?
absolutely.
Maybe. All
Absolutely.
right. Now it's all about me getting my crochet lesson.
Yes, that's important. First
Well, it is.
world problems.
It is. That's right. It is. I know. I need to get my crochet, especially, yeah. Now that there's a little pressure that I have to send it off to some people as a gift.
Yeah.
But okay, but I think that'll be fun. I'm actually quite excited to try to crochet. I can always, if my crocheting gets a little really wonky, I can use my knitted ones as my backup. But I can do it. I can crochet. I can do it. I just
You
need to
can do
practice.
it.
I can do it. I can do it. I just gotta practice.
Yep.
That's good.
That'll be fun.
I know it's good to have something to look forward to, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Crochet snowflakes. But yeah, I don't want to think about that. My tulips are just about to bloom in my garden.
Nice.
So yeah, so I don't want to be thinking I can't be mixing tulips and snowflakes. That just can't happen.
No.
So got to put the talk about snowflakes on hold. We're like we haven't got through the May 2 for our long weekend yet. So yeah, we're like being really risky here talking about snow because
That's okay.
yeah.
It's
So
always good to have stuff to look forward to.
that's right. And yeah, I think this crochet or knit along challenge weekend, whatever, however we do it, I think it'll be lots of fun. Yeah. That is all the knitting. That's all I've done all week.
So I have one more thing to show.
Do you? All right, let's see.
You ready?
Is it snowing? Okay, I hope I know what it is. What is it? Yes! Oh my gosh, look how big that bag is. Oh, a divided one.
So this is my bigger size, like the flower one I showed a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
Sorry for reaching.
Oh,
So that's the sock.
yeah.
So now you can see the difference.
Okay, yeah. Oh, I like.
I don't know if you can really grasp how pink that is. It's pink.
I like it. Oh my gosh, I love those flamingos. I was hoping we were gonna see the flamingo fabric all made up.
So I got the drawstring sock bag and a shawl size divided bag and a little zippered sock bag.
Oh my goodness. So a zippered sock bag. That is fun.
Yeah, these are great little bags. So yeah, I'm gonna hopefully, if the wind settles down a little bit, I can get out, get some pictures, and they'll be on the website tomorrow by the time everybody sees this. So
Oh, fantastic.
yeah, I want to make a little notions pouch and a needle cozy too to match. So
Oh, there's flamingos are so fun.
they are.
I love
They're
flamingos.
so cute.
I really that's the sock bag, right?
Yeah.
And that's what you use for your two at a time. So you wind two cakes and you put one on either side of the divider and then you just
Yeah.
knit both at the same time. I like
So right now I have, this is my dog's life. It's a dog's life.
that fabric just makes me chuckle. Okay,
And
so
that's a one ball each of Croy.
yeah, and that fits in there nice.
Yeah. And then, your socks, they
Then-
just shove them in
And away you go. I love it.
yeah, perfect for a bag of socks. Perfect for a bag of socks or a pair of socks.
Oh, that is really nice. See, and I like that. And then you've got that little zippered, so you could put your couple stitch markers in there,
Yep.
little pair of scissors, whatever. And then you know where they are. Because I am forever digging around in the bottom of my bags looking for everything. It's like always all over the place. I like the idea of having that little zippered.
Yeah.
Pretty, pretty. Hmm.
Yeah.
I am in the mood to shop. I'm gonna go, yeah. That's my thing. After tonight's Friday Night Live over on the Facebook group, I think I'm gonna kind of firm up my order for Be a Freaking Unicorn.
Yes, I'm gonna go and look at some yarn, I think.
Yeah, I'm excited. Wow. It's gonna be a great weekend.
Yeah,
I don't know if the weather's gonna be nice enough to knit outside.
it's gonna, I think it's gonna rain to maybe tomorrow night, Saturday night, and then it's supposed to clear up by Sunday here. We're gonna go and pick up the trailer from storage and bring it home. So
Ooh, that's
pretty
exciting.
exciting. Camping season's coming.
That means you're gonna have to get your sweater done.
Yeah, we have I have 7 reservations now from now until September long weekend.
That's exciting though.
Yeah.
Camping season. I know.
Yeah, I think we have 4 full weeks booked.
Oh, that's nice.
And the 24th of May and Labor Day weekend. So
Well, that's gonna be fun.
yeah, can't wait. Love camping, lots of fishing, and I bought a new kayak. So
See, and what I have no plans for anything like that. I'm just looking forward to gardening. That's my outdoor fun when the weather gets
yeah.
nice is gardening. I bought myself a little like bubbling rock to go in my garden.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I'm really excited. So as soon as hopefully in the next few weeks when it's yeah, not gonna get too cold. It can stay outside when it's a little like when it gets a little chilly, but I haven't
Yeah.
moved out yet. So hopefully I can get it set up in the next couple of weeks.
Yeah, I'm on the market. I want to buy a bird bath for in the garden this year, like a nice one
Yeah.
from the concrete place near Stratford there.
Yes.
I looked. They got some nice
Got some
ones.
nice
So
ones. Good. Well, look at that. Nice weather, camping, gardening. Hmm. Yeah.
lots of sitting around and knitting in the sunshine.
I know. I am so looking forward to that. I have my lawn chairs are outside already, ready to go. I've knit outside a couple of times when the sun's been out, and we had a few nice days a while back, but a few weeks ago. But then it's got chilly again. So
Yeah,
hopefully soon
hopefully.
I'll be able to wear my shirty socks out there with my Birkenstocks. Just be all set. All right. Well, I think that's it for me. That's
I think so. Me too.
it for this week. So, okay, well, we'll see what we have finished for next week.
Yeah.
Look forward to see the progress on your hat and those coastal stripe socks. I wonder how long I can hold out before I now go go pick up. I'm terrible. I see it and I'm like, I want to have it. I need to have it.
Yeah, they're turning out much nicer. Like, not that I didn't think they'd be nice, but nicer than what I was expecting when I started them.
I
So
like them. You know what I think I need them for? I need them for when later on in the summer or the fall, when I can get back up to the cottage, having
Mhm.
some coastal striped socks would be fun pair of socks to take up there and either knit them up there
Perfect.
or wear them up there. Kind of like to commemorate being able to get back to the cottage.
Yeah, that would be perfect.
Look at that. See, I just justified buying them, didn't I?
You just
I don't know why I just don't go buy the yarn, but I somehow have to come up with this elaborate story of how I have to justify spending $15 to buy. Oh, but anyways, that's okay. I'll think about that. But yeah, actually I think I convinced myself, so I will have to get it at some point. Anyways, okay.
yeah,
Well, I think that's it, everybody. So thanks for hanging out with us.
yeah. We'll
Hopefully,
see you next week.
yeah, we'll be back next week with some more updates, maybe some new yarn. We'll see what we've got.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
All
bye,
right.
everybody. Happy.
Bye.
Thanks for watching. We'll see you next week.